We good? Welcome, everyone, to Major League Soccer's Best 11 reveal, presented by EA Sports FIFA 14. I am Jimmy Conrad. Thank you. It's the suit. This does garner quite a bit of respect. I appreciate you guys giving me that shout out. And I am honored to introduce to all of you guys here and all you lovely people watching on the live stream at home, the players that make up this season's Best 11 in MLS. Now, these top 11 players prove their worth over a grueling 10-month season with their focus, their perseverance, their leadership, their skill, and of course, their ability to make everyone else around them that much better. They make the big saves, they score the big goals, they are the heart and engines of their team, and they are shining examples of the quality that exists in this league. Now, if you guys have a question for these fine gentlemen that are going to be hanging out with us in the Google Hangout, I brought a very special guest, my social media correspondent, who's very well dressed, I might add, the editor-in-chief of MLSsoccer.com, Mr. Greg Lawless. Give it up for Mr. Greg Lawless. Wow.
True fact. So I will be handling most of the social media and delivering some questions that are going out across social media, and use the hashtag Best11. That would be hashtag Best XI if you don't speak Latin. And you can do it on Twitter. We'll be looking at Google+. We'll also be looking at the comments on YouTube and on MLSsoccer.com to get your comments, and we'll bring those into the conversation for the players, and maybe even a comment or a question for you, Jimmy.
Yeah, okay, that'd be great if anybody wants to ask me a question. I look good, I dressed up, it's an awards show.
It is an awards show.
Now I want to make sure everybody's aware that each of these players was voted on by their peers, so other MLS players, opposing coaches, general managers / technical directors, and some select members of the media, which may or may not be you.
I did vote, yes.
Okay, so that's very exciting. So if people are upset, you can talk to him after the show. So without further ado, I would like to reveal MLS's Best 11 presented by EA Sports FIFA 14, starting with the goalkeeper and the defenders. Let's check it out.
It's got his big left paw on that one. Donovan Ricketts! That's why he's the best goalkeeper in MLS.
Gonzalez races out to win the ball. Great tackle there by the Revs captain.
Stoppage time goal for New England!
Pitching it towards the near post, and Gonzalez is there with a very important header.
The ball in, some more as well, the heads go up! What a start for Sporting KC!
Unfortunately, Donovan Ricketts and Omar Gonzalez can't be here with us, so they said I could accept the award on their behalf, which means I am a 5-time Best 11 recipient.
Hey.
Yeah. How amazing is that? My parents are going to be so proud. I'm still a person of consequence to them. Anyways, let's get to the guys that are here with us. Sporting Kansas City defender Matt Beasler and New England Revolution defender Jose Gonçalves. Thank you guys for joining us today. Now, Jose, I'm going to start with you. You just got named as the 2013 MLS Defender of the Year. You played every single minute of the regular season and the playoffs. You anchored the league's third best defense. Did you expect this type of success your first year in MLS?
Not really, no. But, I think the team did a really good job. When I came to the MLS, everything was new for me. But everyone at the club accepted me very well, so things went much easier for myself. And it's not a coincidence that we achieved what we wanted to achieve this year. So I'm really proud of what we did this year.
And you got named captain very early on, too. That's a big deal. Now, Matt Beasler, you are a Defender of the Year finalist 2 years running. You won the award last year. You're a regular with the U.S. men's national team. You're an all-star this season. You anchor the best defense in the league. What's your favorite part about playing defense, which can be a very thankless position at times?
My favorite part about playing defense is frustrating the other team. I love seeing the face of opposing forwards, and after 90 minutes of hopefully shutting them down all game long and getting a shutout for your team, I love that feeling of knowing that you were able to frustrate somebody.
I get that. I appreciate that as well. Being a former teammate and defender. Now I'm going to turn it over to you guys. If anybody in the crowd wants to ask Jose or Matt a question, please step up. Don't be shy. Okay, everybody's being shy. I'm going to turn it. Wait, we got one person? Let's give it up.
Hi, I'm Jeff Worsbicki. I'm from Viking Army SC. I'm a New York it's a New York Red Bull supporters club, and I want to ask you both, what forward do you guys hate seeing the most when either coming into your building or when you're on the road?
Jose, you go first.
That's a good question. I don't know. I rather play against big strikers than small strikers, because I think the referee will always give advantage, to the small strikers, small from the size, and it's awkward. It's really difficult, so maybe he will fall down much easier than a big striker who is stronger and taller. So, but I don't really have a name, but I will say my type of striker I hate is small striker. I hate every striker anyway, but I will say small striker. I don't know any names right now. Sorry.
All right, Jose, how about you, Matt?
I'm with Jose. I like his answer about hating every striker. But the names that come to mind for me are the forwards that are always on the move. They're the forwards that are always on your back shoulder, tiptoeing the offsides line. The names that come to mind for me are Marco DeVaio, Mike McGee. Robbie Keane does a really good job of that. I think he's probably the toughest guy to face, in my opinion, Robbie Keane.
Good answer. Now I'm going to turn it over to my very well-dressed social media correspondent, Greg Lawless. What do we got online?
Well, this is a question that comes in actually from at Zaverino_13. His location is unknown, but he is on Twitter, so maybe that's a location in and of itself. And he asks, this is for Jose actually, what's your favorite thing about playing in MLS?
I think traveling. We travel a lot. In Europe, it's different. You don't travel a lot. Like in the MLS, the country is so big, and I think a big advantage is that you can see other culture, other city, and for me, it has been a big point for me. That's why I like so much the MLS. To see other places, it's nice.
Now, Matt, this question is for you, and it's from me, at Jimmy Conrad. Just throwing that out there, shameless plug. This is your second MLS Best XI selection. Is this a goal that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year, to be named to this team?
It's not, actually. I was asked in the preseason
Help me out here.
what my goal was going to be, individual goals. And the goal I set for myself was to have the best defense in the league. Because last year we gave up the fewest goals, and I thought that this year we had a chance to do that as well. And I know that in league history, it doesn't happen very often that a team can do it 2 years in a row. A lot of things have to go your way, but you also have to play well. And for us to give up the fewest goals 2 years running, that was kind of the achievement that I was looking forward to the most, and what I'm most proud of.
Well, Jose and Matt, thank you so much for your guys' time. And I think I speak for everyone here that we wish you continued success in the future.
Thanks, Jimmy. You look awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Now, speaking of future and immediate success, with regard to Matt Beasler, he's going to be playing in this game, MLS Cup, that's happening this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. on ESPN and Unimas between Real Salt Lake and Sporting Kansas City. Should be a great game. I encourage everyone to watch. It's the marquee event for the league, and it's the final game of the season. So even if you're not a supporter of those clubs, it should be a lot of fun. Now I want to move on to the other guys, the ones that pull the strings, as it were, in the midfield, the guys that play offense and defense.
Oh, well, it's important to do both.
That is very important to do both.
Part of the game.
It is.
You do play both.
They also can hold the ball under pressure and still make the right pass. They're very, very talented. Let's look at the 4 best midfielders in MLS this season.
Portland coming the other way, drive off the post, nestled into the goal. That's what Diego Valeri can do to you.
Cross to the sweet sea and Diego Valeri, here he comes. He's in, it's Darlington Navy! You betcha!
Real chance for Sporting KC. Myers towards the right post. Support cushioned in. Susi! Susi!
Ludwig and assist here and goal. Setting it in and it's not at home. Ball back
Reese punches it away. Cahill! Yes! Off the head, Tim Cahill levels the net.
Shea gets the 25 yards out. Johnson curls it! Spectacular goal by Will Johnson! Goes into the path of Will Johnson on the left foot. Oh, what a goal!
Now, I thought the voters did an excellent job picking those,
Thank you
so
very
you
much.
should pat yourself on the back
Yes,
for that.
thanks.
Very good. Now we're going to go actually turn it over and let me introduce the guys that make the game look easy, the ones that do the things that what everybody assumes is the most difficult thing to do, which is scoring goals. And not only did they score goals, they scored a ton of goals. So let's look at the forwards in this year's Best 11.
McGee will get it. Mike McGee, can he finish now? Welcome, Mike McGee. He scores. Slither loose, good body position. Mike McGee to drive. Mike McGee.
Here's DeMaio, right foot, tries to cut it back left foot. DeMaio! Marco! Oh, DeMaio! Map. This is Felipe for DeMaio. It's in the net. It's in the net. A little stutter step. Keep the pressure applied. Sarvex, lovely work to Keane, who drives on. What a goal for LA! That was exquisite.
Keane battles off Salcedo. Keane, Robbie Keane, goal! Gets it into the back of the net.
I want to welcome the players that are able to join us on the Google Plus Hangout. Graham Zusi, midfielder from Sporting Kansas City, Will Johnson and Diego Valeri from the Portland Timbers, and Mike McGee from the Chicago Fire. But before we get to asking them some questions from both social media, you guys and me, and Greg, of course, I want to give a special recognition to the guys that couldn't be here, Robbie Keane, Tim Cahill, give it up, and Marco DeVaio. Tim Cahill, obviously, 11 goals and 5 assists, led the Red Bulls to their first trophy in 18 years, which is a very big deal. Marco DeVaio is the 2013 Volkswagen MLS MVP finalist, and he scored 20 goals this year, all from the run of play, which is an incredible statistic. So give it up for him. And Robbie Keane, a 2013 Volkswagen MLS MVP finalist as well. He had 16 goals and 11 assists, and Real Salt Lake manager Jason Kreis said he's the most consistent and best player in the league. So let's give it up for Robbie Keane. Now I want to start with the captain of the Portland Timbers, Will Johnson. Now, Will, you had career highs in both goals and assists with 9 goals and 5 assists respectively. That was a tough one for me to say. I'm going to get there, Will. What was the impetus for those career numbers? Were you just playing higher up the field, or was it something that you were eating? What's a quick sponsor? Like Frosted Flakes that were making the difference?
Yeah, it was a change in diet. That was everything. It was my teammates really helped me out. got me in good positions in the ball. It was just a breakout year for me. Just a little different role. Caleb tweaked some things. I think I owe him a lot of credit for everything as well. So just a lot of new changes, and it all worked out for the best. So I'm very honored.
Now, Graham Zusi, I'm going to move it over to you. Midfield for Sporting Kansas City. You also had a career high 6 goals. You're a regular on the U.S. men's national team. You were an all-star. How much do you attribute your success to your flowing hair?
All of it, naturally.
Attaboy.
Yeah. No, I mean, kind of to echo
You weren't
what
ready
Will
for
said.
this one, my friend. You were not ready for this one.
No,
Now, just tell me
I
about
gotta
your
be on
year.
my
How
toes.
special was it for you this year?
No, it's so far it's been a great year, and kind of to echo what Will said, when you have as many guys around you who are so dangerous, it's easy to find yourself open as well sometimes. So just have a great cast around me, and they make it easy at times.
Graham, I thought you were really close to thanking yourself, which would have been the first time in history. And I wish you would have done it. It would have been hilarious. All right, I'm going to move this over to Diego Valeri. He led MLS with 13 assists and 10 goals. He's only one of 2 players, along with Robbie Keane, to post double-digit stats double-digit numbers in both of those stats. Now, Diego, coming from Argentina, how much did you have to adapt to play in MLS?
Hi. So every country is different in the style to play, but I think it was very important for me our team style, because we have a possession style, an attacking style, and that's helped me. And we have a really good team, really good coach, and obviously that's very important for me to adapt in MLS.
Yeah, and you're one of the big reasons why the team did so well. Now let's move it to Mike McGee. He is the final MLS MVP finalist for the Volkswagen Award. You had 21 goals, Mike. You look awesome in that chair right now. It was second in MLS. That was a career high. Where did you get this carefree, I can just do whatever I want, I score goals when I want, I'm Mike McGee swagger?
Oh man, I wish I had that swagger, but not lately.
Now tell me a little bit about this year and how special it was for you, especially moving in a pretty big trade from Los Angeles Galaxy to the Chicago Fire.
Yeah, it was an incredible year. First and foremost, getting to come home and see my family every day. I've been gone for a long time, so it was obviously pretty special, and my play kind of reflected how comfortable I was.
All right, good answer. Now I'm going to turn it over to anybody in the crowd. Sir, you can ask any of these players wherever you want. Tell them where you're from and who you want to address.
Nick Chavez here with Soccer Long Island Magazine. It's a question for Mr. Zusi. Hi, Graham. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
In regards to Saturday's final, what do you think is going to be the biggest advantage for you guys playing? Is it going to be Sporting Park, the grass, the blue cauldron, or those spiffy light blue jerseys?
Well, I think it'd have to be being able to play at home in front of our fans. As far as I'm concerned, they're the best in the league. But no, I think that the atmosphere that they create for us, it allows us to play with more energy than usual, and to have them behind us for 90 minutes, it'll only help.
Okay, good answer. Anybody else? Question, go ahead.
Hi, this is from Mike McGee. Mike, this is Dick Mack. I'm a supporter of Red Bull New York and a member of the Viking Army. I miss you. It was great having you on the Metro Stars. I love when you come back to play. And it's 2 things. What is the best thing about coming back to play in New York, and what is the worst thing about coming back to play New York?
The best thing is, obviously getting to see some old faces and guys I haven't seen in a long time, around the city and the nightlife. And food there is pretty good. Second Chicago, but it's good. And then the worst part was, they sent us home this year in a pretty terrible fashion. So that kind of, put a bit of damper of the return back to New York.
All right, I'm going to turn this to Greg Lawless, social media correspondent for this event. What's going on online?
We got a couple of tweets that have come in. Here's one that came in, and we're going back to Graham Zusi for this one. It's from @Kunal Patel 172, also location unknown. And he asks, Graham, How does playing for Sporting translate to the U.S. national team, and what do you expect for the World Cup? Nice, small question.
Yes, a lot of layers there, Graham.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think I'm kind of lucky to in my transition because Sporting and the national team actually play a similar style. They a blue-collar, hard-working team. We like to press up high and win the ball in the attack, and then go from there. So I think I'm lucky with the style of play that Peter plays and also Jurgen. So the transition has been a little smoother when it comes to my position.
All right.
And then I guess
keep going.
Keep going.
Right,
keep going.
You've
got the
second
mic.
part of the question. You got to answer all the questions, but I guess to what to expect in the World Cup. That's a tough one to answer. Obviously, I've never been there, but as far as I'm concerned, there's still quite a bit of soccer to be played before that can happen, and don't want to look too far ahead. Schedule, and definitely looking forward to Friday though with the announcements of the groups.
All right, cool. Here's another question. This is for Will Johnson from the Portland Timbers, and it comes from Jilia Shee on Google+, who asks, Will you be supporting your conference rival and former club, RSL, or rooting for Sporting KC in the MLS Cup Final on Saturday?
Dun, dun, dun.
Bring it.
Yeah, that's a tough question. I had a fantastic time at the All-Star Game in Kansas City. I got to see up close and personal just what a special club that is, and the fans and the atmosphere there. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like on Saturday. But yeah, my friends and my brothers that I played with for 5 years in Salt Lake, they were all very gracious to me, when winning the Western Conference Final. And of course, I wish I was out there playing myself, but I'm hoping those guys can get the job done. I had 5 fantastic years in Salt Lake, and those fans, they supported me from day one to the last day I was there, and I'm very proud of everything I accomplished there. So I wish those guys all the best. I think it'll be a fantastic game, and I'm just looking forward to it. I hope it lives up to the hype because it could be a special night.
All right, there's the headline. Will Johnson rooting for RSL. We'll just put it right out. All right, this is one for Diego Valeri. And this comes from Twitter at Big Time Brownie, which is a great name because everyone loves brownies. And his question is, what is your best MLS memory? And we can bring that down, obviously, to your one season. What's the one memory you have from this season that really stands out?
Oh, my best memory is my first game with New York at home, because I could score, and for me it was a fantastic game, and I had the best memory that game, and for me it was amazing.
A fantastic goal, by the way.
Yeah, that was...
Made it to the final for AT&T Goal of the Year, I believe.
That's right, and we hope you win. There's a lot of good guys. I mean... I should probably.
It was all right.
That's true.
Know your audience.
I should know my audience. Thanks, Greg. All right, Mike McGee, this is for you. At age 29, you're a bit of a late bloomer to finally, in terms of getting the recognition that you deserve. I mean, how does it finally feel to say, hey, you know what? I am a good player, and people are starting to notice it?
Oh man, it obviously feels good. You obviously look, you look forward to getting individual awards. Probably after. MLS Cups and stuff like that, and it's cool to to think later on in life, to kind of look back and celebrate things like that. But I haven't really gotten caught too much in it. My days in New York or LA, thought of not being noticed. I think people are right to keep their eyes on Beckham and Keane and Donovan and let me kind of do other things.
Okay, good answer. Kind of put you on the spot there, so you did pretty well with that.
I felt on the spot for sure.
Yeah, well, you're sitting comfortably in a nice chair, so you win on that regard. Now, Will Johnson, this is for you. Now that you've been named to this Best 11 team, do you feel more pressure or expectations to manage and get to those numbers again with 9 goals and 5 assists for next season?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the best players in the league, the ones that continue to do this year after year after year are the ones that really prove their value. You know, I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. I'm going to go for 5 or 6 times like yourself. So I think there's a little added pressure, but that's something that I enjoy, and I relish the opportunity to continue to be a best 11 player. I think I've got it in me. I know I do.
Complimenting me will get you everywhere, my friend. I appreciate that. Now, Graham, this is for you, and this is very similar to what I just asked Will. You were an MVP finalist last year, Best 11 last year as well. How hungry were you to get to that status again and to prove your consistency, that you weren't a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, I think, you know, for me, I like to take every opportunity that I can to step on the field, whether it's practice or a game, to improve. And you know, I hold that in high regard. And yeah, I mean, like Will said, it's you kind of find your value in how often you can do it. So again, definitely don't want to be a one-hit wonder, and want to improve every year I can when I'm in the league.
I just want one of these guys to step up and be like, you know what, I want to say a bad word, but you know what I mean? Like, I am the guy. But I understand you got to play it straight, and you got a big game this weekend.
What if Graham were to say, I wanted to be a one-hit wonder? Whoever says
That's
that?
true. Maybe that wasn't the question I was trying to get at, but
anyway,
it'd be kind of funny.
We have
Sorry,
a great tweet here in question from @L_Sam Winston. And this is for Diego Valeri from Portland. And he says, Diego, you obviously came from Argentina. What would you say is the U.S. style of play?
Oh, it's different like Argentina. No, when I say the MLS style, I say the very physically, very strong, very direct, and I'm surprised because for me the MLS is the style of MLS is great, and you have players like Graham, like Mike, they are great, and when I say the MLS style, I say very competitive style.
Okay, Mike, I'm gonna go ahead.
And this is from Sean McPherson on Google Plus, a follow-up for you, who's wondering about players from Argentina. Do you talk to your friends down there or former teammates and maybe be an ambassador for MLS to have them maybe play in MLS?
Oh, sorry?
Oh boy. So do you talk to any of your former teammates and maybe tell them, hey, you should think about playing in MLS?
Oh, yes. Yes, sure. No doubt about it, yes. And I can talk now with them, and they are watching more the MLS, they are, because the MLS is more famous in Argentina now too.
All right.
Mike McGee, this question is for you, and it's just a straight-up prediction for MLS Cup. What do you think the score is going to be? And I'll put Graham on mute, so you can say whatever you want.
Oh man, I'm hoping for a tie, Jimmy, but my money was on. Oh man, I'm not going to answer this.
That's no fun. Go to Will Johnson. What's your prediction for this game?
I think, geez, that's a really tough one. Let's go. I'm thinking a 3-2 overtime win, but I don't know who's going to get that final goal.
All right. A lot of goals. I think everybody on the MLS side would appreciate a lot of goals. Diego Valeri, I'm going to come to you. What's your score for this MLS Cup?
I think Salt Lake 1-0.
1-0. He's playing it tight.
Nice. Having it right out. Well done.
Right, I like that. And then Graham Zusi, I guess I'll come to you. How do you think this one's going to play out? Are we getting a late Benny Feilhaber volley to win it 2-1?
That'd be fantastic. Wouldn't be angry at that.
Well, guys, I thank you so much for your time and joining us for this festivities. And I want to congratulate you again on a great season. Let's give it up.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that is it from Google's headquarters here in New York City. So on behalf of Major League Soccer, my social media correspondent, Greg Lawless, I want to thank Google for hosting us, EA Sports FIFA 14, And remember, don't forget to watch this game, MLS Cup, on Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern. ESPN and Unimos are going to be showing it between Real Salt Lake and Sporting Kansas City. It's going to be a great game. I'm Jimmy Conrad. I'm going to be watching it, and this event is over. I'm out.
MLS Cup, live on ESPN, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Say yes.